It started the night we had dinner at my in-laws' house. The air was already tense when we arrived. Her parents never truly liked me, and I could feel the judgment in their eyes every time I spoke. Her mother had this way of twisting every word I said into something negative, and her father, well, he didn't even bother to hide his disdain. But my wife, Anna, begged me to be on my best behavior. Just for tonight, she said. Please, no arguments. No sarcasm. I promised her I'd behave. I tried. God, I really tried. But when her father made another snide remark about how a real man provides without cutting corners, a clear jab at me for taking a job that pays less but makes me happier, I snapped. Words flew like daggers across the dinner table. I reminded him that his own company was crumbling, that he was drowning in debt, that maybe he should worry about his own manhood before questioning mine. My wife's face went pale. Her mother gasped. Her father's jaw clenched tight enough to shatter teeth. We left without dessert. The car ride home was silent. I could feel her fury, thick and suffocating. She didn't even look at me when we walked through the front door. She went straight upstairs, locked the bedroom, and didn't come back down. I sat in the living room, replaying the fight in my head. Should I have held my tongue? Probably. But I wasn't going to be disrespected anymore. Not in front of her. Not in front of anyone. When I finally went upstairs to talk, she pretended to be asleep. The next morning, she barely said a word. Days passed, and her silence turned into something sharper than any argument we'd ever had. She cooked meals without asking if I wanted any. She left the house without telling me where she was going. She moved around me as if I were a ghost. That's when I realized. She wanted me to apologize. But the more I thought about it, the angrier I became. Why should I be the one to say sorry? Her parents were the ones who disrespected me. She was the one who let them. So instead of apologizing, I said something else. It was a Saturday morning. She was in the kitchen, scrolling through her phone, sipping coffee. I stood by the doorway, watching her ignore me for the 100th time. Something inside me snapped. I'm glad I said what I did. I blurted out. Her head jerked up. I'm glad I told your father the truth. He needed to hear it. And if you think I'm going to crawl back and apologize to him, you're wrong. She stared at me stunned. Then slowly, her lips curved into a smile. But it wasn't the warm smile I fell in love with. It was cold, dangerous. Finally, she said. I froze. Finally, you showed me who you really are. Her words cut deeper than any argument. She stood up, grabbed her bag, and walked out the door. No yelling. No tears. Just that same cold smile. She didn't come back that night. The next morning, I noticed something strange. Her closet was half empty. The drawer where she kept her jewelry gone. Even her toothbrush was missing from the bathroom. My heart pounded. Was she leaving me? I tried calling her, texting her, but there was no response. Her phone went straight to voicemail. I drove to her parents' house, but they claimed they hadn't seen her. I didn't believe them, but I had no proof. For 3 days, I barely slept. I searched everywhere, friends, co-workers, even old college roommates. Nothing. It was like she vanished. Then on the 4th night, I heard something. A faint noise coming from the garage. I grabbed a flashlight and crept down the stairs. My hands trembled as I pushed open the garage door. The beam of light landed on something that made my blood run cold. Her car. Parked neatly in the corner, covered in dust. She never left. Panic surged through me. I raced upstairs, checking every room. Nothing. I tore through closets, opened the attic, even checked under the bed like a madman. She was gone. But her car was here. That's when I noticed something else. A note on the kitchen counter. A single piece of paper with 2 words written in her handwriting. Check basement. My stomach twisted. We didn't have much in the basement. Just boxes, old furniture, and a rusty water heater. I stood at the top of the stairs, the note shaking in my hand. Every instinct screamed, don't go down there. But I had to. The basement smelled damp, musty. My flashlight flickered as I moved deeper into the shadows. Then I saw it. A chair. Placed in the center of the room. And on the chair, a phone. Her phone. The screen lit up as I approached. A video was queued up, waiting for me to press play. I hesitated, then tapped it. The video showed Anna. She was sitting in the very same chair, smiling directly into the camera. "If you're watching this," she said softly, "then you've finally decided not to apologize. Good. That's what I wanted." My breath caught. You see, I was waiting for this moment. The moment you'd stop pretending. The moment your pride would outweigh your love for me. And now it has. You proved me right. She leaned closer, her smile widening. "You never loved me. Not really. You just wanted to win." The video ended. I dropped the phone, my hands shaking uncontrollably. My mind spun with questions. Where was she? Why would she do this? What did she mean by prove me right? Then behind me the basement door slammed shut. I spun around, heart hammering. The light flickered once, twice, then went out completely. In the pitch black, I heard footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. "Anna." I whispered. No answer. The footsteps grew louder. Closer. And then, right by my ear, her voice. "Now it's my turn to talk." To this day, I don't know how long I was down there. When I woke up, the chair was overturned, the phone was gone, and the basement was empty. But she wasn't. Somewhere in that darkness, Anna was still there. Watching. Waiting. And the worst part? I still don't know if she ever left.